Hello everyone. If you are reading this on the Sabbath, then I'd like to wish you a wonderful Sabbath filled with God's presence. True to the Word is continuing with our science thread for our program reviews. It truly is a joy to watch them to learn about God's creation and worship Him for His works and character. So please join me as I review the 3-part series Awesome Forces of God's Creation, beginning with Part 1, Thunder and Earth, presented by Jim Pemble and produced by Moody Publications. The episode starts with questions such as, where do the powers of nature reside? How are they unleashed? Where does man fit into this realm? The presenter, Jim Pemble, starts us off with talk of the mystery of creation, the awesome forces of God's creation, and the dynamics of the earth's interior. I really like the way Jim speaks of how the power and majesty of God's creation fills us with wonder. The subject of the episode, earthquakes and volcanoes, is an excellent example of this. How are volcanoes made? What conditions lead to earthquakes? The episode Thunder and Earth has in-depth information that answers these questions while still leaving plenty of room for the wonder and mystery of God's works. Jim and a host of scientists explain tectonic plates, the Richter scale, and the relation between the Richter scale points and the measure of the magnitude and energy of earthquakes. We are given information about the biggest earthquakes in history, such as the one in Chile, South America in 1960 that measured 9.5 on the Richter scale, and the one in South Alaska in 1964 that measured 9.2 on the Richter scale. I learned a lot about the relation between earthquakes and volcanoes, and that there are different types of volcanoes too. Thunder and Earth is really interesting, striking a balance between scientific information, illustrations, and witness accounts, with a solid foundation of who is behind it all, our Creator. Jim Pemble mentions 2 passages from the Bible. Zechariah 14:4 in regards to a future earthquake that will be the most powerful in Earth's history. Zechariah 14:4 says, "On that day his feet will stand on the Mount of Olives, east of Jerusalem, and the Mount of Olives will be split in 2 from east to west, forming a great valley, with half of the mountain moving north and half moving south." The other verses from the Bible Jim mentions are taken from Psalm 104, verses 1 through 4, and this is in regards to the uniqueness of the earth that God has created for us. "Praise the Lord, my soul. Lord my God, you are very great. You are clothed with splendor and majesty. The Lord wraps himself in light as with a garment. He stretches out the heavens like a tent, and lays the beams of his upper chambers on their waters. He makes the clouds his chariot, and rides on the wings of the wind. He makes winds his messengers, flames of fire his servants." Jim finishes off the episode with some wonderful words on the future of predicting volcanoes erupting, giving glory to the power and majesty of our Creator. I watched Awesome Forces of God's Creation via www.awesomescitv.com. Thank you for listening to this review. Until next time, peace be with you.